What's going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Been away for a couple of days on actually getting my daily recaps recorded and out there, but we are back today to get it done. We'll just kind of take a quick look at the two previous days and then look and see what we did today, which was fairly lackluster. Over the past few days, I have been contemplating what I want to do with my trading and things of that sort. Still have been taking some trades, but just kind of looking at the market and seeing what I actually love doing and just trying to map out a game plan. So we'll kind of discuss that as well, but let's go ahead. Let's jump on over into TRADERVUE. Today, Wednesday, April 19th, showing 7 trades, close P&L $33. This was one of those take and get back kind of days. Traded CJJD. This was a small cap. We'll take a peek at it real quick. It's not going to show where I actually got in the trade pre-market, but basically took my stop to break even, and this thing came back down and tagged me. I was up maybe 2R on this trade, and I should have went on and took that 2R. Ended up getting out break even, and then decided to go back in, and I'm still in that position. So that's like a overnight hold. Actually, it's more of a longer term hold. One of the things that I've been contemplating with, I love the longer time frames. I love starting at the weekly and working my way all the way back to the 2-minute and the 5-minute chart. So this was one of those that I found, and I said, okay, I'm gonna hold that one. Microsoft, red trade, green trade, made $5 overall between the two. Meta, red trade, green trade, made $24 over the two. And Tesla, we know Tesla had earnings today. And let's just take a peek and see what time we bought this one. Tesla, we got in this one at 321. And when we go over into Thinkorswim, I'll kind of show you my thought process and why I took that trade. But that was Tesla. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what we did Tuesday, just as the big picture. So Tuesday, I took 8 trades. Closed P&L was $4.02. More importantly on this one, you see 2 more positions that are still open. Apple, this is 5 contracts. I'm long Apple 5 contracts out to June based on what the weekly chart was showing me. So that's Apple. And then SPR. This is another option play. I want to say that this is out till June as well. Yep, June 16th calls. Again, based on what I'm seeing on the bigger time frame. So I'm going to kind of be getting away from a lot of the day trades and start trying to get some money in the market on a longer term basis, more of a swing basis. And then we'll come here and look at Monday, April 17th. I took 4 trades. Closed P&L Monday was 186.18. Solid days. Basically locking in $60 on each of those trades. This one here was another small cap trade that I took. Let's take a peek at it real quick. See if I could see anything on it. What time did I get in this one? I don't see the little dot telling me where I'm in at. It has the red one saying I got in around 130, but I don't see it there. And I don't see it on the 5, but 100 shares Max unrealized was 10. That basically was 1R. I had a 10-cent stop on this thing. It basically went 1R, and I ended up getting out basically flat. Once it went 1R, took the stop to break even, came back and tagged me. So that was PRST, and that's what we did on Monday. Let's bring this back up and let's go ahead. Let's get over into Thinkorswim. Look at these trades that we took today. This is the SPY. One of the reasons I kind of not really feeling the day trade thing right now is how this market is acting. Let's go back. We can go back about a week ago. Pre-market. Market sells off. And I'm looking at this middle chart. Don't want to blow it up. We'll blow it up like this. So the SPY, pre-market, sells off, grinds back up. We get pre-market, sells off during the daytime to lunchtime, grinds back up, sells off, afternoon, grinds back up. This here is Tuesday, pre-market, sells up, market opens, sells all the way back off, grinds back up. This is this morning, pre-market, sells off, grinds all the way back up. I like to trade 9:30 to 10:30. 9:30 to 10:30, maybe 11:30, pushing it. In this market, it is very hard for what I like to do. It's hard because these days, they aren't making the move until that's 2 o'clock. Let's come over here. That's 12 o'clock. Right here. That's 1 o'clock. This morning, it made it off the open and just kind of ramped and ripped up. But not how I like to trade. And the other thing, people seem to think that we're in like a downtrend right now. The market is not really in a downtrend. We are actually in a choppy uptrend. A choppy uptrend. A higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Today we got a lower low, but it's coming back up to set a higher low right here. Higher lows with fairly even highs. We get a one spike up right there for a higher high, but we're getting higher lows, somewhat even highs. So we're not losing anything. We're just not really gaining a whole lot. And for me, I'm just like, do I want to fight this market? And I'm not going to change the times that I like trading. So it is what it is. But let's look at Tesla real quick. Tesla had earnings a little while ago. And me and Spark were looking at the charts. And we started at the higher time frame. Started at the weekly time frame. Let me shut my camera down. But Tesla weekly chart. It's been in a downtrend. And it's trying to start a uptrend, but it broke out of this little up channel back into the down channel. So downtrend on the weekly. We get the same picture on the daily because it hadn't been setting. Now you could be in a downtrend on the weekly and be in an uptrend on the daily. But it's not the case. It's not setting higher lows on the daily. It's basically channel trading sideways. But we're still in the bigger picture down channel. Come up to the 4 hour. down channel. So we're in a 4-hour down channel as well. Come over to the hourly, you're gonna get the same picture. But these smaller time frames usually will give you intermediate channels. So if you look back here a few days ago, even though it was in this down channel on the hourly, it had started a small up channel on the hourly time frame. But every time frame is in a down channel. And we know that during earnings, an earning report can go either way. It can go good or it can go bad. So it's almost like a lottery ticket. But what I did was I bought one contract, Tesla put. It's expiring May 5th. I bought it solely based on what the weekly picture was showing me. I bought it with enough time to where, let's say today, this earnings caused it to go up. First areas that it's going to go up to is the top of this hourly up channel, and it's going to try to get back in there. If it gets back in, and that's going to put it around 200. If it gets back in it, it's coming up to the 50 moving average, which is at 215, and then the top of the down channel, which is 222. Once it does that, it's either going to get pushed back down or it's going to go back up. So I had a lot of room to the upside for resistance. Not much room to the downside other than the 200 weekly moving average. And that's what I told Spark. To the downside, the 200 weekly moving average, which is at 177, should provide a little bit of resistance, or it should, going to the low side, it should provide some support. Let's come up to the 2-minute chart. We see that at 176, it tried to catch support. No haps. Tried to catch it again right here at 175. And that is where it's kind of catching resistance. So I'm going to just drop a line right there for now. So if it gets back over that, it's going to start using that as support to go higher. But that was my thought on Tesla. So I have time. It closed up $26. That was when it was way up here at close. So if this thing stays heavy all night into tomorrow, I'll probably close that out for a very nice gain, because the market closed at 180 and we're down $6 from where it closed at. It has a delta of 0.12, so $12 for every dollar, $6. That's $72 right now that I should be up, not accounting for gamma. Because with options, you got the delta, and then whatever the gamma is gets added to the delta for every dollar that it moves. So we could say minimum, I would be up $72 when the market opens tomorrow. But that was my Tesla thought process. Let's go ahead and change this over to our 3-chart layout, and we'll get these option trades that we took today kind of reviewed. So this is Microsoft. Big picture, Microsoft had been in a ugly up channel. It broke out of that today. It kind of just been chopping around. And let's take a peek at the first trade, which is going to be the red trade. Let's look and see what we were doing on this one. Yep. In at 10:05. Let's keep going. Where we at? All right, so this is a put. yeah, not really a good put, but getting in more so as this was coming off of VWAP pushing back down was not a very good trade. Just looking at it. Just looking at the 1 minute. Now, one thing also in the last few days, not focusing on this 1 minute chart as much anymore. It's 10 o'clock. Let's take a look at the 2 minute chart and see what it looked like. So it was getting in right here. Again, I'm going to remove that. Would have been getting in as this is rejecting the VWAP. And we do see that I made. Let me look at that. Yeah. So this first contract, I actually make a couple of dollars. So I'm green on this first contract. And then I get out of this second one for a loss. And really could have been a little greener had I got out when I needed to. Let's see. What was the high of that candle? Okay, I guess it would have been that candle. Was up 313. That's $10 per contract. Would have been up about 20 bucks when this came down here. This comes back to realistic expectation. This came back down to the base of this hourly down channel. I should have been getting out. And there's no reason that I should have been in it to continue higher. So definitely mismanaged this trade right here. As someone with a little experience, we talked about this in the Discord yesterday of like taking a trade 2R all or nothing. Should people take a trade 2R or whatever your risk is, all or nothing? Me as an experienced trader and my chart clearly marked, when this tapped right here and didn't do like this did and try to go lower, from here to there, that set a higher low. I should have been out of the trade. That was smart to get out right there. No clue why I held this one to right there. Ended up losing $30 just holding on to that one single contract. Could have got out just flat. That would have added $30 more to what I made today. Let's look at the next one. And this one I had marked because I snapped a picture on Discord. Sent it over to Discord. So getting in right there. Going against the bigger picture, the hourly down channel, but getting in because this is breaking the weekly up channel. That's the weekly up channel. And the base of it is like way down yonder. It ain't even pulling up. This is the top of Apple's weekly up channel. So I get in right there and I ride it up to the top of the hourly thinking that this is going to get pushed back down. It doesn't. It chops around and then it rips. That trade right there, I make 35 bucks back, basically locking in on the backside as this is going up. I'm locking in what I lost on the first trade. So I'm going to end up being flat on Microsoft for the day. But this thing went up to 626. I got out at 545. That's another $75 right there, y'all. It's another good 75 bucks, 75 bucks in that move of this consolidating. Good exit though. You got the 50 moving average. You got the top of the down channel. Possibly could have put the stop right below here. But again, I was just trying to get green on Microsoft. So was that the best thing to do? Nah, because I wasn't really trading the chart. I was trading profit at that point. But that's what we did on Microsoft. Let's take a look at Meta. First trade was the red trade. Let's come on over and peek at Meta. What time were we in Meta? 2 o'clock. This is once we set back down in the afternoon. And this is going to be something that I remember this. Looking at different time frames. And I need to get better at this. So I'm in on this candle. I'll just drop it right there for now. And I'm out on this candle. And this was a call. And if you look, Meta had been kind of in a uptrend on the 2 minute. I'll go ahead. I'm going to just draw this line right here. We'll draw it like right there. I'll come back over, redraw it. So that is what I was seeing. And I'm getting in to go higher on this trade. But let me switch over and see something right here. Nah, I guess it was still in an uptrend. This may not have been the one. I thought it was one that showed me a different picture on the higher time frame. But yeah, here it is on the hourly. We're in that down channel. We're in that down channel. So let me turn this back into a 2 minute chart. And now you see where I bought it was basically the top of the hourly down channel. I'll turn that purple because that makes it easier for me. And if you follow, you know I like my hourly down channels to be purple. But I'm buying at the top of the hourly down channel. So even though it's in this 2 minute up channel, the big channel is a down channel. And it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Came back down. It caught support at the previous day's low. Busted out of that. This is the weekly up channel. This is going to give it support. And this is where it rejects back off of the hourly down channel that I just put on the chart. So y'all saw how I put it on the chart on the higher time frame. And now you see how it's reacting on this lower time frame. And I got slapped. I bought right into it. But from doing that, I noticed, dude, you just went right against the trend. Let's look and see where we get into this next contract. So I dropped the arrow right there, but I probably was getting out more so around here somewhere, because you notice I get right back in this thing with a put. I get right back in with a put because I realized I am on the wrong side of the trade. I get in right there. Now I get in 5 contracts. So I'm in heavy. And this thing comes down. I get out of the first 3 or first 2 in this candle. And you got to remember, this is a 2 minute chart. So each of these, one of these candles is 2 of the 1 minute candles. But I'm out of the first one, somewhere around there. And then I get out of the last, and actually I guess, okay, let's get on it. So right there, I get out of the last 3 right there. And then this thing pops back down. Look at what it does. It catches support at the weekly up channel and just kind of bounces in between it. But that just shows you how important it is to have the charts properly marked so that you know where these key levels are going to be at. It was that simple for me to draw this channel and look at, even in the after hours right now, look at what it's doing. It's using that channel. So that is what we did today. That was a very quick and brief summary of what we did the previous 2 days. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button already, please do so. Now would be an excellent time. Won't cost you a thing, and it would help me out. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. I know I've been gone a couple of days, but I am not gone. I'm still here. I'm still trading this market. Still trying to find ways and refine myself within this market. And I'll try to get some more videos out showing what I look for in my swing plays, because I'm in 2 option swing plays, the SPR and Apple. Both of those are green. And actually, I guess I need to add Tesla because I bought that at the end of the day. Tesla as well. And then I am in, I want to say 3 stock swing plays, small cap stocks. 2 of those green, 1 of those is red right now. Stops are in place. I don't have to worry about them throughout the day. And that is what I love about it. I could just put that stop in the system, hands off. If I looked at my charts high, I should have looked at them the correct way. I got all my areas marked. If it falls below where my stop is at, I got to assume that I was wrong on the trade. That's fine. We're not green on every trade. And then to the opposite side, first area of concern, have an alert in there, gets up near there. Then I can start coming back, looking at it, and then managing it at that point. Start managing it, because it could come up to a first area of concern that's not actually 2R. On these, I'm trying to get 5R out of them. I'm trying to get 5R out of them with some low risk. So we're going to see how that works out. As always, again, thanks for checking me out. And we can continue the conversation in the comments section. Be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.